Welcome to Unplugged Flow, a voice-led yoga and meditation session where you can take it anywhere. My name's McCall. I'm a yoga teacher, stress management coach, and creator of Fit Liberty. My work is all about helping you live in a fit state of mind, feeling grounded, present, and connected to yourself. As we go through movement today, the idea is that you are able to come back to your body, to be fully present. No distractions, just your breath, your body, my voice guiding you along. To be rooted in real life. So today, we focus on moving with ease and grace. Allowing yourself to feel the movements, then opting out wherever you may need to, or adding in anything that suits you today. So finding a comfortable position, whether it's seated, whether it's laying down. And we take a moment to acknowledge how we're physically arriving here today. If there's any pain, any pressure, or any areas in the body that feel a little sore, a little stiff, or any areas that we need to be mindful of. Relaxing the forehead and softening your face. Unclenching your jaw and releasing your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Maybe even creating a slight part between your top lip and your bottom lip. Allowing the shoulders to soften. Allowing the arms to be at ease. Letting the hips settle in towards the earth. And feeling your legs at ease. And giving thanks to your body here in this moment. Thanking it for all that it does for you and continues to do. And bringing awareness to the mind. Acknowledging if it feels busy and scattered, or if it feels calm and clear. Observing any thoughts or feelings that start to arise. Letting those thoughts and feelings help you set your intention for today. What is it that you hope to gain from this practice? What is it that you need? And maybe this is your time away from your busy day, a sliver of self-care. Maybe you're needing some movement within the body, or maybe some stillness for the mind, or to seek clarity, peace of mind, or just to feel strong and rooted as you go through movement today. There's no wrong answer. Acknowledging what you need and just speaking it in mind here. And starting to bring some awareness to the physical body. Observing the breath. Observing the fluidity of the breath here. Maybe placing your hands to your heart, noticing the rise and the fall of your chest. Maybe sliding the hands along the rib cage, noticing the rise and the fall here again of the chest, but also the expansion of that rib cage, moving in and out. And letting the hands shift to our abdomen, noticing the rise and the fall there. Allowing each inhale to deepen and each exhale to lengthen. Letting this bring us into our equal part breathing. Where we'll get to be inhaling for a count of 4. We'll have a slight pause where we hold the breath, and then we'll exhale for a count of 4. So we'll be inhaling through the nose, we'll have that pause, and then we'll exhale out of the nose. At any point, if it's uncomfortable, allow yourself just to breathe as you normally would, but I'll help guide you through if you're participating. We start here by emptying out the lungs. Take a nice big inhale for 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 2, 3, 4. Inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold. Exhale. 2, 3, and 4. Returning to your normal breathing here. Starting to bring some awareness back to the physical body, acknowledging how you're feeling in this moment. Maybe it's wiggling the fingertips or wiggling the toes. Maybe allowing the body to sway or the head to nod. If you're in a position where you're seated upright, you can stay as you are. If you're in a position where you're laying down, taking this opportunity to draw your knees in towards your chest, tucking into a little ball, and then gently allowing yourself to maybe gently rock side to side, eventually landing on your right side, where you'll be able to slowly start to raise returning back to a seated posture. And as you come into that seated posture here, whether it is an easy pose or letting the legs go nice and long, sitting however it feels best. And then we'll start from the top of the crown and work our way down. We'll take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, tilt your head towards the right, creating some space between the right ear and the right shoulder though, maybe taking your tongue to the roof of your mouth. And as you inhale, bring it back to the center. And as you exhale, tilt your head towards the left, creating that space between the left ear and the left shoulder and taking the tongue to the roof of the mouth. And as you inhale, bring it back to the center. As you exhale, tuck your chin to your chest. And as you inhale, let your gaze return back to the center, allowing the chin to lift. As you inhale, lift the shoulders to the ears. As you exhale, roll down and back. As you inhale, lift shoulders to the ears. As you exhale, roll down and back. As you inhale, lift the shoulders to the ears. As you exhale, roll down and back. Go through one more here with your breath. Let the shoulders hang low. Take a nice big inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky, interlock the fingers together and press the palms to the sky. A nice gentle stretch along the torso, the wrists, the forearms. As you exhale, round the shoulders, tuck the chin to chest, arms come parallel to floor, palms face away from you. As you inhale, lift the palms to sky, lift the heart and chest. As you exhale, round the shoulders, chin to chest, arms come parallel to floor, palms face away. As you inhale, lift the arms to sky, palms to sky, lift the heart. As you exhale, round the shoulders, chin to chest, arms parallel, palms away. As you inhale, lift the arms, palms to sky, lift the chest. Hold here. As you exhale, lower your right arm down towards the ground. Left arm floats over the top to give a high five to floor. Left arm reaches over, so we think of the left bicep over the left ear, taking that side bend with the body here. As you inhale, reach the arms back to the sky. As you exhale, lower your left arm down towards the ground. Right arm reaches over the top, giving a high five to the floor. Right bicep towards the right ear, observing that side bend here in the body. As you inhale, release the arms back towards the center, up to the sky. As you exhale, lower the arms all the way back down. From here, we get to shift into tabletop. So you can come to all fours. As you come to all fours, you can either rock forward or you can turn to your hip to come to all fours, allowing your shoulders to stack over your elbows and your wrist and your hips to stack over your knees. As we exhale, we begin to round the shoulders, tuck your chin to chest, gaze to thighs for cat. As you inhale, drop the belly low, heart and gaze float forward. As you exhale, round the shoulders, chin to chest. As you inhale, drop the belly low, heart and gaze forward for cow. As you exhale, round the shoulders, chin to chest, gaze to thighs. As you inhale, heart and gaze forward for cow. Go through one more here in each direction with your breath. And then slowly returning back to that tabletop position. Take a nice big inhale, lift your right arm to the sky. Allow your gaze to look towards the right thumb. Maybe take a few little circlers here with the hand. Maybe traveling in both directions. And slowly release the fingertips so that they're pointing to the sky. Take a nice big inhale, and as you exhale, thread the needle. Right arm floats under and over to the left side. Allow the back of the right arm to lower down towards the ground. Your right cheek can lower towards the ground. The right palm and forearm aim to sky, allowing the hips to stay stacked over the knees here. Our left arm can rest above the right arm, or it can reach maybe a tad bit further. Maybe it's reaching towards the top of the mat or the space that you're in, or take your left hand and it can wrap around to your back hip. And as you inhale, lift your right arm back towards the sky. Gaze can look towards the right thumb, the floor, the wall, wherever you may be. As you exhale, lower the right arm to tabletop. Take a nice big inhale, lift the left arm up towards the sky to hold there. Take a few little circlers with the left hand, moving it around in both directions. Letting those left fingertips point towards the sky. On your next exhale, thread the needle. Left arm floats under and over to the right side. Back of the left arm rests on the ground as the palm and the forearm aim to sky. Allow the left cheek to lower down towards the floor. Your right hand can rest above the left arm, or it can reach towards the top of a mat or wrap around to your back hip. On the next inhale, lift your left arm back towards the sky. Gaze can look towards the floor, a wall, to the sky. And as you exhale, lower the left arm back to tabletop. From here, tuck your toes under. And then on the next exhale, lift your hips to the sky for down dog. Now we're pressing through the thumbs here, powering through the thumbs. Imagine you're pushing this floor away from you. Creating some space here in that upper mid back, allowing the shoulder blades to glide apart. If we notice that there's maybe a lot of pressure on the shoulders, maybe widening the arms here. We're aiming our tailbone up towards the sky. If there's pressure on the hips, widen your stance. We can have a soft bend to the knees here and allow the heels to gravitate towards the earth. Allowing the gaze to look towards your navel. And then slowly starting to pedal it out here. Allowing the left heel to lift away from the floor. Allowing the left heel to lower, right heel lifts. And continuing through, allowing each heel to alternate away from the earth. Noticing maybe where we feel some sensations as we're here. Allowing one more to each side. And settling into that down dog. Turning your gaze to look towards your thumbs. Start to walk your tippy toes to meet your hands at the top of your mat. Coming into forward fold, allowing the heels to lower down towards the ground. Shaking your head yes. And shaking your head no. Slowly allowing the head to relax here. The heart melts towards the thighs. The hands are melting down towards the earth. On the inhale, we raise half lift, hands along the shins, tabletop back. Gaze can look a little forward here. Imagining that maybe you see something a couple feet ahead. On the exhale, lower the heart back towards the thighs, forward fold. On the inhale, we slowly start to raise up, circling the arms out towards the sides and up towards the sky. As you exhale, allow the hands to meet and they travel to your heart. We open to mountain. Palms rest along your sides, palms facing away, fingertips pointing down towards the ground, letting your shoulders hang low. Take a nice big inhale, lift the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to meet. Shift into forward fold, hinging from the hips, heart melts down towards your thighs. Inhale, half lift, hands along the shins, tabletop back. As you exhale, forward fold, lower the heart back to your thighs. As you inhale, step or jump back into a high plank or a kneeling plank. As you exhale, lower down towards the ground. Allow the hands to shift along the rib cage. As you inhale, lift the heart. As you exhale, lower the heart, cobra. As you inhale, lift the heart, legs are long, top of the feet pressed to mat. As you exhale, lower the heart. As you inhale, lift the heart, soft bend to the elbows, push through palms. As you exhale, lower the heart to stay. On the inhale, push through the palms, come to tabletop, tuck your toes under, shift into down dog. As you inhale, turn your gaze to your thumbs, step or jump to the top of your mat, forward fold, feet meet your hands, heart melts to thighs. As you inhale, half lift. As you exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, slowly raise up, circle the arms up towards the sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to heart, open to mountain. Allow the shoulders to hang low. Palms are down along our sides, facing away from us. Fingertips point to ground. Take a nice big inhale, circle the arms to sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to heart, forward fold. Heart melts to thighs. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, step or jump back, high plank or kneeling plank. As you exhale, lower all the way down to the ground. Hands along the rib cage. As you inhale, lift the heart, cobra. Legs are long, top of the feet press towards the mat. As you exhale, lower it down. Tuck your toes under, hips to sky, down dog. Allowing the heels to gravitate towards the earth here. As you inhale, turn your gaze to look towards your thumbs, step or jump to the top of your mat, forward fold. As you inhale, half lift. As you exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, slowly raise up, circle the arms to sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to heart, open to mountain. Nice big inhale, circle the arms to sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to the heart, forward fold. Heart to thighs. Inhale, half lift, hands along shins, tabletop back. As you exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, step or jump back, high plank or kneeling plank. As you choose here, as you exhale, you can lower halfway or all the way. Untucking the toes, coming to cobra or an up dog. If going to up dog, straighten the arms, lift the heart, lift the quads away from the floor as the top of the feet press into the mat. If in cobra, soft bend to the elbows, lift the heart, top of the feet press into the mat, legs are towards the earth. As you exhale, tuck the toes under, down dog, hips to sky. As you inhale, gaze to your thumbs, step or jump to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly raise up, circle the arms to sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to heart, open to mountain. Allow yourself to rest here, observing the body as it is in this moment. Now we allow ourselves to step back with your left foot to come into a high lunge. So we'll allow ourselves to have the left foot step to the back of the mat. The arms are lifted to the sky. The right knee is over your right ankle. And you are lifting your rib cage to the sky, and your ears are lining up with your biceps. So pointing your fingertips up towards the sky, ears line up with the biceps. Lift the rib cage to sky, right knee is over the right ankle, and your left heel is lifted. As you exhale, warrior two. Spin the left heel to plant down towards the ground. Right hand travels towards the front, left hand travels to the back, lowering the arms to a T position, allowing them to be parallel to the floor here. Our gaze is towards our front right thumb. As you inhale, reverse warrior, lift your right palm to the sky. Left hand can lower down your left leg or wrap around to your back right hip. Now as you exhale, side angle. Right elbow to the right thigh, left arm floats over the top, giving that high five to floor. As you inhale, reverse warrior, right hand to sky, left hand can lower or wrap. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands to low lunge. Frame your front right leg. As you inhale, left foot meets the right, forward fold, top of your mat. As you inhale, half lift. As you exhale, forward fold. As you inhale, slowly raise up, circle the arms up to the sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to your heart, open to mountain. On your next inhale, step back with your right foot, coming to high lunge. Lift the arms to sky. Ears line up with your biceps. Left knee tracks over your left ankle. Right heel is lifted. Rib cage lifts to the sky. As you exhale, warrior two. Spin your right heel to plant down towards the ground. Left fingertips to the front, right fingertips to the back. Teeing the arms up here, palms facing down. Gaze is to your left thumb. Left foot seals, so we think of left foot being sealed to the floor, but that right foot is about 45 degrees sealed towards the floor. As you inhale, reverse warrior, left arm to sky. Right hand can lower or wrap around to your back left hip. As you exhale, side angle, left elbow to left thigh. Right arm can reach over the right ear. As you inhale, reverse warrior, left arm to sky. Left arm to sky, right arm can lower or wrap here. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands to frame your front left leg, low lunge. As you inhale, right foot meets the left, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, slowly raise up, circle the arms to sky. As you exhale, hands meet, travel to your heart, open to mountain. Take a nice big inhale, lift the arms to sky to hold, tall mountain. As you inhale, lift your left knee up towards the sky. So lift your left foot away from the floor, one leg Tadasana. Slowly release the left foot to the inside of the right leg, above or below the knee for tree pose. Your left toes can always rest towards the floor, or they can be above or below the knee, letting the left foot settle to the inner of that right leg. Arms are lifting to the sky, branching the arms up. Slowly return the left knee back to front and center. And on the next inhale, let's hinge from the hips. Left foot floats parallel to the floor as your arms reach forward. So bringing yourself to warrior 3. Allow the arms to reach forward as if you're trying to reach something ahead, letting that left leg float behind, bringing your body as flat as a board here. Focus on your breath. Find that focal point. On the exhale, slowly release one leg to Tadasana. Allow the arms to lift towards the sky. Left knee is lifted, left foot away from the floor, creating that bend to that left knee. As you exhale, lower the arms and lower that left foot back down towards the earth. Take a nice big inhale, circle the arms to sky, tall mountain. On the exhale, draw the right knee up, lift the right foot away from the floor, one leg Tadasana. Allowing that right foot to travel to tree pose. Right foot comes to the inside of the left leg, above or below the knee. Right toes can rest towards the floor. Branching the arms up. Slowly allowing the right knee to travel back, front and center. As you inhale, warrior 3, right foot floats to the back, left arms focus and point towards the front. So bringing your body parallel to floor, allowing the fingers to reach as that right foot floats towards the back. Finding that focal point. And on the next exhale, slowly release. Allow the arms to lift to sky, drawing the right knee to lift back up, one leg Tadasana. And as you exhale, lower it all the way back down. Lower the arms down along your sides as the right foot lowers. Take a nice big inhale, circle the arms to sky. As you exhale, let the hands meet. Travel to your heart, open to mountain. Allowing yourself to find a comfortable position here now. However it feels best to allow yourself to head towards the floor. And let's bring it into a butterfly pose. So allowing the heels and the toes to come into meet to make a shape of a diamond. Allowing yourself to have a nice tall posture. Option is to stay there as it is. Or on the exhale here, go ahead and hinge forward. Allow the heart to melt down towards your heels and your toes. And then as you inhale, slowly release. Allow yourself to raise back up if you are hinging forward. Allow your hands to help support the outer thighs. Let's push the legs front and center. And we're going to come to windshield wipers. So allow the knees to aim up towards the sky. Legs can be parallel to one another as the heels and the toes press down towards the earth. Hands can rest on the ground. So let fingertips, palms are going to press down to the ground. Fingertips are going to point towards the glutes or the heels as your hands are slightly behind you. Take a nice big inhale. Then as you exhale, let your legs sway towards the right. As you inhale, come front and center. As you exhale, let the hips sway to the left. As you inhale, come front and center. As you exhale, hips sway to the right. As you inhale, front and center. As you exhale, hips sway to the left. As you inhale, back to center to pause. Let your legs go nice and long in front of you. Allow the hands to slide along your sides here. Press down towards the palms, but flex your toes to point towards you so that we feel a little stretch along the back side of the legs, keeping that nice tall posture here. And then you'll get to slowly release. Allow the body to soften, and let's come down to our back. We'll create a soft bend to those knees, seeing a reclined bridge, allowing the heels and the toes to press down and towards the mat. Allow the palms to float down along our sides to start. And then as you inhale, lift the hips to the sky. So we're pushing through the heels, lifting our hips up, allowing the shoulders and our head to melt down towards the ground, lifting the hips up towards the sky, gently squeezing the glutes together. Palms can either be nice and flat down towards the ground here, or you can interlock them underneath you to get a little more of a stretch along the chest, the shoulders. So taking what you might need here. And then as you exhale, slowly lower the hips back down. Slowly draw the knees in towards the chest, tucking into a little ball, allowing your body to sway side to side. And then gently rocking back to the center. We'll bring the knees into a reverse tabletop. So allow the knees and the ankles to line up here at the center. Shins are parallel towards the earth. Toes are pointing in towards the knees. Bring your arms out to a T position. Allow the arms to be aiming up towards the sky as the back of the arms rest on the ground. Take a nice big inhale. And then as you exhale, let your hips lower to the right, all the way down towards the ground if it serves you today. Gaze can look towards the sky or gaze can look towards the left. As you inhale, bring the hips back to the center. As you exhale, let the hips transition over to the opposite side to lower all the way down towards the ground. Gaze can look towards the sky or over towards your right side. And then as you inhale, slowly release. Allow the hips to come back to the center, tucking the knees in towards the chest and taking what you need here. So yogi choice. If there's a certain pose or stretch you would like to close out your practice with, you are more than welcome to take it here. But when you are ready, allowing yourself to come into a grounding position of your choice. So allowing yourself to maybe come into a corpse pose. Maybe the legs go nice and long. Maybe they're wider than your mat. Maybe it's a wide stance and the arms float down along your sides, and maybe they're a little wider. Maybe you decide to lay on your belly or on your side. Whatever suits you here as you come to the close of your practice today. Acknowledging how we're physically feeling here at the close of our practice, and acknowledging how we're feeling maybe mentally, emotionally, spiritually, energetically, observing ourselves as a whole. And as you take this time to observe how you're coming to the close of your practice, I want to leave you with some lasting words for today. So as I observe in nature, growth takes time. This is a time for reflection, persistence, and surrender. And as things unfold at their own pace, we remain calm and tolerant, especially during any challenging times. We develop quiet hope and expectations based on trust in ourselves and those around us. So take what sticks with you today and leave the rest. And then take as long as you need here in your Shavasana, allowing yourself to rest. I will see you again next time for our unplugged session. Namaste.